Don't think it's supposed to do that. Hey, welcome back to our part 2 of our Driveline Mishaps. In this episode, you get to see exactly why Moose was on a rollback, what happened, and how we got that fixed up, along with a few other little tidbits, and we're getting Moose back out on the trails. So we had a few other problems we found while we were working on it. We had some leaks in some of our rad hoses, a couple other little things we didn't know about. So we've been working away on them, trying to get little pieces done here and there. That's why I haven't been out with them. But we do have them back together, and we are planning to take them out very shortly. So here's episode 2. Hope you enjoy. Now, the original Driveshaft had a bit of a problem. Yeah, kind of stripped. I was sitting in the light, stepped on the gas, and shoo, around she went. That was it. We got another Driveshaft off Darnell. We're going to try to get that into Moose. Here's our replacement Driveshaft. I'm going to get it put in today, and hopefully that gets Moose back up and running. That didn't work. Unfortunately, different. This end is a little narrower than I need, just by a fraction, so it doesn't fit the yoke. It's got a slap. And then this end, both holes don't line up with the other yoke. So the donor drive shaft, not going to work. Well, I'm going to send the original out and get it rebuilt, and quickly. Alright. Well, there we have it. New rear drive shaft for Moose. And I do mean new. None of that is the original. The guys at the shop turned around and built me a completely new drive shaft. Moose's old one apparently was bent as well, and they just tossed it out, literally, and built me a new one. So this has got Dana Spicer components in it, and yeah, she's gonna be a whole lot tougher. So looking forward to getting this in, and this gives me back two-wheel drive. The front drive shaft is still to be looked at. They're going to be looking into that in the next day or two for me, and seeing how much that's going to set us back to get that one done. Anyways, we'll see how things go. There we go. Nice new drive shaft placed in. One down. Still need one up there. Well, we got it back. This is the new front drive shaft for Moose. Guys at Cardanics got it all fixed up for me. Got a brand new spline and everything. They had to shorten it a bit, and while they did it, they put a new spline and everything on it because they didn't want me stripping it like I did the rear one. And we got all new universals in it. So I'm going to try to get this back in underneath Moose where he belongs. And yeah, there we go. There's transfer case side. And there we have it. We now have the front drive shaft back installed. So now we actually have four-wheel drive back. We can go have some fun. Hey, along with the driveline things, as you might have seen in the last video, we did get the front shocks changed. It's a good thing, and here's why. Now, the original shocks, as I said, were shot. Not only that, once we got them out, yeah, they weren't even two of the same shocks, different lengths. So now that we've got the new ones in on both sides, same shock, same size, we'll have to take it out and see what I can do. Get some flex into there and see what happens. But I'm thinking having them both the same size, and they're both, I think, closer to the length of this one. If I remember correctly, we went a little bit longer, so they should be equivalent to this one here. So we should be good. Definitely should make a difference to the ride. Those are completely, like, they don't extend out. You can push them in by hand. They're not very good. So some other things we were working on. We put in these little braces here. Two things they do. One, they help lift up the back of my box a little bit to get some clearance. I was a little close to the bumper. My tailgate was hitting it. And two, they help reinforce and mount the box down a little bit better. So this original mount here goes into the channel. Then I reinforce the channel, and I now go up right through into the box. So I had a little bit of play there, and that has definitely eliminated. We've done that on both sides. And then in the front, I don't know if you can see it from here. You might be able to see some bolts over there. Anyways, we had the frame actually had pulled apart there. When I was flexing and shot the video there of Moose's flex, and if you look back, you'll see that the box is not sitting level. We ripped it right out there when it touched the tire. So that's all reinforced, bolted through. It's going to be welded later, but I'm thinking of redoing that whole channel because I'm getting weak in this other corner a little bit too. So I just did a temporary fix that mounts it. It is not going to come apart, and we'll deal with the other side later. Okay, right now what we're working on is we're modifying the fenders. So unfortunately, found over the winter rusted out a bit, so I got some repair to do along here. And then the fender needs to move in here because when we flex out, we're touching. So what we're going to do is bring the fender in this much. Now in my case, what we're going to do is we're going to cut a line along here because I want to keep the body line. I don't want to get rid of it. So we're going to cut a line right along here and keep it along just shy of this bolt. Then we're going to take this part and fold it in behind the other one. Then we're going to plug weld it in and do the body and get it all tucked in nice and neat, so we keep the edge for, I want to put flares on the back here. So we keep our metal edge, we keep all that nice and neat. It's welded, looks good. So that's what I'm attempting to do, and I'll show you as it progresses. There we go. Fender's now in, so it'll clear the tire. Just what it will clear. And then we didn't have to move any other mounts or play around with the bolts or the hangers. So weld it in here, do the body work, and ta-da, that'll be done. And then we're on to the rest, filling up these holes, getting that done, and then we do the other side. Well, there we go. One side done. Now, doesn't touch the tire when we flex out. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks for watching. And hit that bell button so you don't miss any new content. We're getting Moose out. We're getting the other little guys out again, hopefully, for a run. And we'll be seeing you next video.